Hey everybody, it's Jerry, and this week I'm back with a recipe called Fesenjan, or Fesenjoon. It's a Persian dish which is basically a chicken stew with walnut and pomegranate sauce. May sound a little strange, but it's really good. So the first thing we're going to do is heat up a skillet, a large skillet, with a little bit of olive oil. Maybe a couple of tablespoons at the most. Just get that nice and hot. And then we're going to add to that some crushed garlic. I have this pre-crushed in a jar. You can crush it yourself with fresh garlic. And I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of garlic. And then I have a white onion which has been finely sliced up. And I'm going to add that in as well. Just kind of mix that all in. And then we're going to add to that about 1.5 pounds of chicken legs, which have had the skin and bones removed and then cut up into bite-sized pieces. So I'm going to add the chicken in. So get that all really mixed up, and we're going to cook this for about 20 minutes until the chicken starts to get pretty cooked, turns nice and white. Alright, it's been about 20 minutes now, and the onions have started to brown, get a little bit caramelized. The chicken is all cooked. So now what we're going to do is add the ingredients to make the sauce. So first of all, we're going to add 1/2 pound of finely ground walnuts. So just take the 8 ounces of walnuts, put them in a food processor and grind them to the maximum fineness. I'm going to add that in. Then we're going to also add a teaspoon of cinnamon. And 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. And finally we're going to add 4 cups of pomegranate juice. And then mix that all up really good. And we're just going to let that simmer for a long time, actually, about 1.5 hours altogether. And we'll come back to it after about an hour. We're going to add some lime juice into it. But basically this sauce is going to cook and get very thick. And if it gets a little bit too thick, then you can add some more water to it at any point if it gets too thick. But we're just going to let that cook for a long, long time. Alright, it's been about an hour now, and the sauce is starting to thicken a little bit. So we're going to add the juice of 1 lime. So if you've got a lime cut in half, we're just going to squeeze the lime juice in there. Both halves. Stir that up, and then we're going to let that simmer for another 30 minutes. So now it's about 30 minutes later, and the sauce is thickened up a bit more. It's a nice medium brown color. So we're done cooking it. Turn the heat off, and now we just put it over some rice. I have some brown basmati rice here. And we just serve it right over the rice. And here we have the completed Fesenjan, Fesenjoon, however you like to pronounce it. So enjoy.